Okay, so we are almost done, and now we are in the dashboard. So I open both the backend and the front end, and the use effect. So we have the if, well, use effect, and then we have if is error, then we're gonna cancel the message else. So make sure that you put your else, or else you're gonna get an error. If there is not user, then navigate to the /login. Else, then dispatch the function get courses, then return dispatch, and then the reset. Okay, so once we do that, we are able to log in, register. So I'm gonna log in as, let me see, so Control-Shift-I, and I'm gonna open Redux. As you can see, we have nothing here, so I think we only have 3 users. So let me go to Mongodb. So how many users do we have? So we have the PJS, we have the Angular users. So let me see, Angular. Okay, so Angular, yeah, Angular at Gmail 1 2 3 4. Let's submit it. And okay, welcome Angular dashboard for courses. So let me see, it has one, okay, the user, and it has chemistry. Okay, so I don't know, let's add another one. So courses, I don't know, biology 101, like that, biology 101, and also, I don't know, biology lab, something like that. Let's submit it. And if we go to the courses, now we are gonna have 3, right? So the chemistry, then biology 101, and finally the biology lab. So if we go to the MongoDB, we should see it right here, biology 101, biology lab, and chemistry. Okay, so what happens if we log out? Okay, so all that information disappears, obviously, but if we log in with the same user, what it was, Angular, with the same user and obviously password, so the information should be here. So let me see, courses, and again, so we have the ID, the biochemistry, then we have the biology 101, and finally the biology lab. Okay, and also this is the courses state. So in the auth state, we have the information Angular Gmail, that is the email, and this is the token. Okay, so we have that. Let's log out, and let's do it with a different user. Maybe, I don't know, the PJS. What was the PJS? Courses. So yeah, never mind that one, courses. Okay, so the PJS has C++, all the stuff. Okay, so music arrow, yeah. And as you can see, you can refresh it, you can log out with different users, and all the courses states here. Okay, so we were able to do that. And make sure that if you have any error shows off, check out your dashboard here, and in the use effect, when you're using the if statement, make sure that you use the else. So if is error, console log that message. Else, if there is not a user, then navigate to the /login. Else, and then you continue. Okay, so now we want this information, this, for example, these courses, I don't know, music and art, all the stuff, to appear in the dashboard here, appear here. Okay, so what we are gonna do now is we're gonna go into the section. So we're gonna go into the section, and let me see. Okay, so we are gonna go into the section. Okay, so this is the course form. Let me see. Yeah, that's fine. We're gonna go below of the course form, like that, and here we're gonna have a section. Okay, so we're gonna have a section, and in this section we are gonna have our, I'm gonna have this, yeah, we're gonna have that the courses that length, when the courses that length is greater than 0, so we're gonna use the ternary operator. Let me see how, no, okay, let me see what Visual Studio Code did for me. Let me see. Let me close this one. Yeah, something like that. Let me close that one. Okay, so save it for now. Okay, so when we have that the courses that length is greater than 0, okay, so greater than 0, we're gonna have, yeah, pretty much. Okay, let me just stay right here. So we have courses that length greater than 0. When the courses that length is greater than 0, we are gonna have something, and what is not greater than 0, we're gonna have something else, and that something else is gonna go here in this parenthesis. So this is the ternary operator with the question mark and the calling. So we have an H3. You have not set any courses, so let me see if that is correct. You have not set any courses. That's fine. So, but this has to be inside of parentheses like that. Okay, so we have one parenthesis and a second parenthesis. If this condition is true, then this is gonna activate. If this is not true, then this one is gonna activate. Okay, so we have, yeah, you have not set any courses. Now obviously we have, yeah, that's fine. So in this parentheses we are gonna have, let me see, we're gonna open, yeah, we open the parentheses, and now we are gonna have, we're gonna have a div. Yeah, we're gonna have a div. Okay, so we're gonna have a div inside that, and now we're gonna map it. So we're gonna have, we have this div, and inside of this div we're gonna open curly braces. We're gonna have the courses that map, and then we're gonna have the arrow function. So for every course like that, yeah, for every course, and then the parentheses, we are gonna have what is here. Let me just leave it there. Okay, so this div, it closes right here. That's fine. And let me put it like that. Okay, so let me close it like that, and also another, and a closing curly brace. That's fine. So let me see. So this closes here, this closes here, and this closes here. So and this one closes right here, and the section closes here. Okay, so keep in mind your curly braces and all this stuff. So we have the courses that map, and now inside of this parentheses I'm gonna move it like that, and we are gonna have I'm gonna put it like this. Yeah, we are gonna have our course, we're gonna have our course item. Okay, so we haven't created it yet, but we're gonna use it with a key, and this key we're gonna set it to the course. We're gonna set it to the course that ID. Okay, I mean that underscore ID. Okay, and then the course we are gonna set it to, let me see, yeah, we're gonna set it to the course like that. Save it, and let me double check. Okay, so this curly braces, I'm gonna put it like here. Yeah, this one goes here, this parentheses, maybe put it like that. Yeah, So this curly brace goes here, this parenthesis closes here, and this parenthesis closes here. That's fine. This one closes right here, and this div closes with this. Okay, everything is fine so far. And then we have okay, so pretty much we have the ternary operator. So we have, when the course says that length is greater than 0, then we're gonna have this. When this is not true, then we are gonna have what is inside of this parenthesis. Okay, so pretty much we're gonna courses that map for each course item where we have the key is gonna be set to the course that underscore ID, and the course is gonna be set to the course. Okay, course. Let me see. So course item, and we're gonna have an error obviously because we need to create it and we don't have it in the component. Okay, so let me see how it looks. Everything looks fine here. Yeah, let me just close it. If there's an error, it's gonna show us here, but for the only error is that we need the course item, as you can see. So this is the way you can read it. For example, it says sources page dashboard. Okay, so the problem is in the dashboard. Okay, line 50, as you can see. For example, you go to the dashboard, line 50, and course item, this is the problem. Okay, so course item is not defined and blah blah blah, so we need to define it. Okay, and what is okay, so we need to go into the components. Okay, components, and let me see, we're gonna have the course item that JSX. Okay, so the course item that JSX. Okay, and what it was, RFCE, and yeah, and we don't need to import React, that's fine. Yeah, let me see. Course item is not defined. Yeah, whatever. Okay, so let me see. We need to, yeah, before that, let's finish this, so it doesn't throw us more error. What is components? Okay, so I can, or not really. So import, and yeah, it does it automatically for me. So course item, let me see. Yeah, I'm bringing the course item from the components, from the course item. So course item.jsx. Okay, so that should do it. Okay, as you can see, we have course item. Okay, so yeah, we can just leave it like that. And now we have, let me see, we can just I'm gonna, instead of a div, I'm gonna have empty brackets, and let me see how it's looking. Yeah, okay, so inside of the empty brackets we are gonna have two divs. Okay, or no, just let me see, we are gonna have a div like that, and below that div we are gonna have an h2, and this yeah, pretty much we're gonna have it like that. Yeah, and this is the structure. So yeah, let's start with this div. So course item component, no, what we need here is we're gonna open curly braces, and we're gonna have the new date. So we're gonna have new date like that, new date. we're gonna open parentheses, and we're gonna have in the course, okay, we're gonna have in the course that create yeah, 1 2 3, okay, new date. We're gonna have the course that created at, so we're gonna have course that course that well, created at that to local stream, okay. And let me see, let me put it like that, save it. Yeah, so this has to be just course, okay. So new date, so we have course created at to local string only, okay. So keep in mind your Visual Studio Code for the spelling. So we have NUS, that's fine. So we need to put a close it with a comma here, that's fine. And what else do we need? And what we have here, so we have new date, open parentheses, course that created at to local stream and US, okay. And then we close with parentheses here, this closes here, and this curly, yeah, that's that. And now here we're gonna open curly braces, and here we're gonna use the course, okay. So we're gonna use the course that text like that, save it. Let me see, course is not defined, yeah, let me see, so function, wait a minute, so okay, so we have in the source components CourseItem, so this is where we are, okay, that's fine. Line 6, 22 and the 6, okay. So what is this? Course is not defined, course is not defined. Yeah, we didn't define it, so we can just do it in the function. So function CourseItem, we can just pass in course like that. We open curly braces, and then just put in course, okay. And yeah, that should do it. C++ data structures, oops, yeah, let me see, what else do we need here? And let me see, so in the, what is CourseItem, so in the CourseItem, but we are not, yeah, we can just leave it like that for now. So we're gonna continue with how to delete in the next video, but we can close this one, for example, and maybe, I don't know, 100 or 150, yeah, whatever. So okay, so welcome to the PJS. So these are the courses for PJS. So PJS has C++ data structures, courses for PJS, user, discrete math, trigonometry, Java, whatever, okay. So let me see, let me log out, and let me with Angular, I think Angular, 1 2 3 4, as you remember, Angular, it had chemistry, biology, and the lab, okay. So when we see, we have chemistry, biology 101, and the lab, okay, that's fine, that's what we see here. And PJS circuits, let me see what are the courses for the circuit user. So we have circuits, and 1 2 3 4 submitted, and the circuits has, you have not set any courses, so let's circuits, why he's skipping classes. So let me put some courses for circuits. Let me put in, I don't know, logic design, I don't know, logic design. So yeah, I only have one class, and logic design lab. Oops, lab. Okay, submitted. And as you can see now, the circuits has logic design and the logic design lab. So let's log out, and finally we have the microprocessor. So let me see with the microprocessor. So so 1 2 3 4, and this dude has any. Okay, so let's put what do we put for this guy? So I don't know, data structures, whatever. Let's give him more math. So I don't know, discrete math 2, something like that. And then yeah, so this dude is gonna take this math class. Okay, so as you can see now, Control Shift I, Redux. So we have the states, the auth state, the courses state, and you can see, well, in this case you can see this discrete math 2 for this only course for this user, and we are able to see the courses in the dashboard, but we are not able to delete it. So in the next video we're gonna create that, where we're gonna create a function that deletes it. Okay, we need a button, we need to pretty much do the same thing. We need to create a user here, then we need to we need to do the delete, and then we need to do it in the server as well, and then export it, and we're gonna do that in the next video.